Alright, I'm here with a brief rundown on my recruiting spreadsheet to predict the final ratings of recruits. And the first step, once you have the spreadsheet open, there's a tab Paste Recruits here. You're just going to go into your recruiting pool and take your level 4s, copy them. I'm using Chrome, and paste them starting in cell B2. And it takes a little bit of work to get them in the form we need. Always, because it doesn't show the checkbox, you're going to find that the top row has to be shifted over one. And you can go over here on the links to the considering and remove those hyperlinks so you don't accidentally click on them. You're going to have to remove rows where you have the headers. And this is just all a little bit of formatting in advance. You have to do it manually the way I have it set up. And then lastly, we want to remove these little icons. So for that, you're going to hit F5. That'll bring up the go-to menu. Hit Special, Objects. That'll highlight them all, and you just hit backspace to delete them. So now we have what we need. And so, copy this one is the page that will spit out the final ratings. And each time you use it, you're going to want to create a fresh copy. You'll want to leave this one exactly as it is so the formatting doesn't get screwed up at all. So you have one to refer back to. So just hold Control and drag to make a copy of it. You can rename that whatever you want. And then we're going to paste this over here. Copy this, excuse me, so that we can paste it. And you're going to paste it right here into B2. And as you can see, that brings up all of your numbers. Those are the final projected ratings. Based on what you set, how much growth you set for red, yellow, black, blue, and green over here. You can set those, and if you put, if you put 15, you can see some things change. And you can use your best guess on this, obviously. And you'll notice some of them go over 100. I didn't update the formulas to stop that, but normally that's fairly minor. I suppose if you were doing like high D1, maybe, you might get some that are excessive. But the formulas are already pretty long, and I just didn't put that in. So then for the names, you would just go over, grab these names, and paste them in. If you do 25 or less of them at one time, so they're all in the same grid, you could just paste them in. Otherwise, I would recommend going over here to the Paste Recruits and doing a little bit of the formatting work first, because you really don't want to mess up the formatting on your final sheet here. So these are their final projected ratings, and I could probably just go back and fix the formulas to cap it at 100. But sometimes funky stuff happens when you have custom formulas. And then these are their, I'm not sure what they call them, their positional ratings according to the game, and you can just fill those to get them. And again, I guess I'll just show you how the names work too. It's very straightforward. You just highlight their names, copy, and you can just paste them right in. And then you just remove the hyperlinks. And I guess, like I say, you'd have to either do them 25 at a time, or if you did more at a time, you're going to want to remove, just like you did with the rest of the numbers, you'll have to remove these rows and stuff like that. And that's really it. You can rename this whatever, example 2, say. And that name's already taken. Oh, example 2, let's say. Okay, there we go. And I think that's pretty much the extent of how it works. So hopefully that's enough for you to be able to use it.